What is up, you guys? This is Chris the Voodoo Doll here. We're playing a new game. This is only going to be a one-time thing, so basically we're going to go through it, the whole thing in this one go. So unlike the Pokemon series, which it is in multiple parts, I Love You, Colonel Sanders is only going to be a single one. And so, yeah. So, I saw this game last night after I built my PC, my brand new PC, and I saw it was free on Steam, and I'm like, you know what? I've got to do it. I've got to make a video about this. And let me tell you, just from that intro, holy shit, this looks good. And because the way they make their food looks amazing. And Popeye's Famous Bowl that was in here, honestly, that's what I actually get every time from KFC. And let me tell you, they also make Colonel Sanders, as you can see, pretty fucking hot. Like, tell me, would you not shag him? Because I would. I mean, what? Who said that? Anywho's, and also the music. If you just listen to the music real quick, I mean, just listen to that. This is some good music. Like, holy shit, this is pretty good. And so yeah, so this game is actually by KFC. Like KFC. Partnered with whoever, I think it was whatever, but this is a KFC endorsed game. So, alright, so we're gonna go with, here, we're gonna start up a new game. Before we get started, tell us your name. So, we're gonna name ourselves Paul. Unlike Chris, like normal times, I'm doing this for my friend, Paul, who recommended that, I do this video. So, we're gonna be called Paul. Is caps locks on? Nope. Alright, so that's just literally how it's staying. Cool. God, I want this as my background now. Like, this is... That's so cool. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Why do we have a chicken in the background? And is that who I think it is? Oh my god, it is. We're a K-pop fan. Alright. Are you good? Wake up now, now, now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that clock up and at him and throw the clock out the window. Alright. You know, let's actually be a productive human being for once, because, you know, lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Alright, let's see here. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take this seriously. Come on. Alright. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared on the first day. You bust through your morning checklist, teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Thank God, because this is not like an anime convention. Ugh. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. That sound effect! Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Okay. Let me tell you, that's a good looking biscuit, even though I don't like biscuits. Personally, I prefer rolls. But anyways, stand in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. That's very generic, but okay. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever. Marry me. Miriam. Miriam. Not bad. Oh, she's cute. She's the most adorable, awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. What are you talking about? I'm the most awkward person. Like, adorably awkward person. So, yeah. Good morning, Paul. Are you excited for the first day for the rest of our lives? I hope I'm not here for the rest of our life, but actually I'm, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What the? It's that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by Master Chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Then why are you here? And she's crying. Okay. Ever since we were little babies playing together, you rescued me from that quicksand box. It's been clear to me that you've been the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Aw, Paul, you're so sweet. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, famous 3-day only semesters. What is it? Only 3 days? Okay, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Yeah, for 3 days, I would be too. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. What? Oh my god! Let's see here. Should you prep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Ooh, this one's hard. Let's be a good friend. Prep talk. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And the other card featuring a handsome fellow in a red suit? Oh no, don't tell me it's Colonel Sanders. I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. That's the spirit, Miriam. You believe in yourself. Can you believe I cut them yourself? Yeah, did good job. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your book and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hand and into the ground. Hey. It's... What the hell is that? Is that Ashley? I think that's Ashley. Ashley. You know, we're just gonna go with it. It's Ashley. So, it's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Alright. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Paul's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Yeah. Actually, Paul, the guy we're playing as, he does have chicken shins. I mean, what? Who said that? You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had extra letters to make herself better than everyone. Okay, so we were right. It is Ashley. Okay. Yep, so she's one of those. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van, the man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working on his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocket glutes. Van. Oh shit. I've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. God, Van. I know someone who should cosplay that. Now I'm gonna tag him later. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would even allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just no time to properly tell these two off. So, you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Ah, okay. Quit screaming in my ears. What the hell? Oopsies. I think it's broken. You've reached forward and pulled the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Aw, that's actually kind of cute. Could anyone like this also be a... could someone like this be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess his reading is upside down. Okay. Hi, Pop. I'm Paul, so... Are you going to make me hold the door all day forever? Or hold this door all day? Nope! And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? It depends on your definition. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. It's actually kind of cool. Here we can see our chicken. You know, it's actually really detailed. I like this. I wish American schools looked like this. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable! Don't tell me this is the teacher. Oh my god. Sprinkles? His name is Sprinkles and he talks? What? What? Now, quiet everyone. Quiet down, everyone. Sprinkles, oh my god, I love him, and I've only had him for about 5 minutes, but if anything happens to him, I will kill everyone in this room. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Okay, please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. Aww. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up on all the nuisance. Nuance, my bad. Nuance of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you and swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. This isn't springtime. What? It's chilly. Someone close the windows, and then he walks in. Oh my god, I need a new pair of pants. I have a raging boner now. Oh my god. You immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him, it's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish this sentence. Please call me Colonel. Oh my god, Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle desk. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Ashley, oh my god. And this over here must be... oh man, come on, throat. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a Lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. I'm sorry, he's hot. God. Hold on just a second. No one talks to my friend like that. You both know. You both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class, and what is it with all you really weird insults? Besides, when Paul sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. We're just gonna... it's a good thing that you did not forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot! Oh, okay. Professor Dog steps in to settle the classroom down and sets some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking... I've read this so many times, but yet I'm stuttering. I don't know why. Welcome to the University of Cooking School. Academy for Learning. The greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends, past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when it all's said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and complete in the broom cooking arena. Oh. Yeah. I do not know what that word is. Okay, so we're just going to stick with the broom. Just then, another student enters the room and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really missed... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track. Out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? What is that, like, Ronald McDonald? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Oh my god, what? Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you uttered one more word before I'm finished. Let that be a lesson to you students, that tardiness is unacceptable. Alright, even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town in his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing to, who appears to be some sort of industrial cooking appliance. What? 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 What are we getting ourselves into? The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need multivitamins. You should be taking better care of yourself. You never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. I'm pretty sure I've never had a talking dog in general, so okay. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? We're gonna go with the chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with the chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he looks into it. His favorite. See? It's a chicken game, so, you know, common sense. Well, I think there might be some competition for a new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coat of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but you pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seat and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Paul. Let's see here. There's a seat here. Seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. I sit by best friend. We're sitting next to Sanders. I don't care. You move to take your seat next to Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can to do it as the best you can. It's the only way you'll ever get that feeling of accomplishment somewhere. I don't know why I'm giving that accent, but okay. That's so inspiring. A little off topic, if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay! A pop quiz about me? This is incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz. Will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focuses sharper. Here comes question number 1. If a train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Look at you. That's right. Forest is to tree, yes, chicken is to feathers? That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? We're gonna go with a spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Let's see here. As long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. Pancake that looks like a silly face. Okay, now this one's a trick question. Okay. I think we're gonna go with the first one. By the way, fun fact, I actually have had camel meat before, and it's not my favorite, but I could eat it. I mean, it wasn't disgusting, but it just had a very gamey taste. Like, if y'all have eaten deer, imagine it like, I don't know. It's more gamey than deer, but I don't know. It's so hard to describe. If you have the opportunity to try camel, just give it a shot. It's not too bad. I guess that. Cool. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Oh, let's see. No, he's a talking dog that teaches you. He's the bestest boy! Perfect 5 out of 5. That's what I'm talking about. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Oh, thank you, Colonel. Hot diggity, Paul. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders point with that performance. Okay. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Yeah? A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But I feel bad for this kid. Like, damn, Colonel. Shh. Lunch. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. That smell. That smelly smell. That smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this... Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. It contains glimmer of light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble as if you stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavor. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll have to say about that. What? You think that we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude, nah. I just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him? He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up. But she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just, like, writing in my diary. Yeah, diary. Dear Diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent. As she slides closer to Colonel Sanders, hey, back off, lady, he's mine. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take this. Whoa, hold on, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contouring his face as he tries to hold this pure exhilarated and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasty Colonel Sanders food. Transport you to another dimension. Oh, is this Pokemon now? Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus on your mind, meditate in the moment, try to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary. Swim towards the light. Somewhere up ahead is a bright light beckons you. The flavor is so intense, you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach towards the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer, closer, until your fingertips connect with the end of everything. You are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves. There is no Paul now. There is only herbs and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. Game over. What? Is that it? Try again? Are you serious? Did we just get murdered by Colonel Sanders? Okay. What? Okay. We're just gonna fast forward through all this. Because, you know, we've already read this. We're gonna focus our mind. You let the food rest in your mouth. Focus on it. Scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe? Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe. But there's something else. Alright, so we already have 4 of the 11. So, alright, so keep writing this down, people. Something dark. Something spicy. You dig deeper. 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 Yes, even deeper still. Until you find it. Could it be? You really did it. How bold. How adventurous to use. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavor. But this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize this information was meant to remain a secret. And yet, now you know. A mantle... No! I need to know! As you look around, you realize everyone in the room is consumed by lunch. No one notices that you traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Alright. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I was wondering if I could talk to you a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold of you to come in and ask. It's an idea I've had for a new combination of flavors. This will make me a fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open my chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up so easily. But it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways, makes sure you're truly alone. Leans in, you can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... God damn it! It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you'd never guess that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And blank definitely isn't the flavor that you would have tasted before. So now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you didn't tell Colonel Sanders that. What is this game going on? I want to know what those 2 recipes are. This is some bullshit. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue after I graduate. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show him your personality to him. Oh. Nag him to show your own strength. Wow him with the big idea. Tad here. Additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Ooh. I don't know which one I should go for. This is... Because, I mean, I feel like at this point, now we're just stalking Colonel Sanders. Well, we don't want to... He thinks he's perfected it, so we don't want to spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Let's go with that. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. Huh. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Paul. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven, and all the tools and ingredients they could ever need. Miriam, let's see. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Honey, I've been showing my stuff. I mean, what, huh? All right, anyways. Wait a second. Oh, no. We have to show off our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans. You're gonna earn with your signature. Adorable tiny food creation. Sprinkles the bestest boy! How you doing, honey? Alright, anyways, welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Natural, Miriam looks over at you. But unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you. Is it... You want to be my partner? Sure, Paul. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam was left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Loki, I feel bad because I actually was going to pick Miriam this time. Oh, she's getting pop. Hello, new pop. Bebop, boobop. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm sorry, gentlemen. Don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want Miriam to partner? We're gonna go with Clank. Cause, I don't know, I don't trust Pop. Sorry, Pop, I think Miriam won't be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. Not entirely clear if Pop had any idea on what the point of the school is at that show. Is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp! Oh my. Hold on there, fellow. We don't even know what the assignment is yet. Technically, Clink might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzz, bzz. Tissue, I hardly... I hardly know you, oh god! This is... Okay, anywho's, Clink judders and panels shake loose. You get the impression that it is a sign of affection. Bruh. Okay. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alrighty, you two, for today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest your partner, Colonel Sanders? Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy? Octopus will blow Colonel... Steak teriyaki seems easy enough. It's fancy. We're gonna go with his grandmother's mashed potatoes. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy! I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn around. Oh, I am so hammering him tonight. I mean, what? I'll go get the potatoes. Oh, please, let me pick. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Oh, you bet your ass I do. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Yeah, totally. You know, that's all we are. Sanders, here is my business. And you better keep your fingers off my man. Oh, honey child. Oh, honey child. We about to have a fight. Did someone call me? What is this music change? Oh, my God. This is actually some banger music. Is he crying? Oh my god, I feel so bad. No, geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Paul's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, armful of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into a boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van? Are we working in a quartet instead of a quartet insteed of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Paul was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know, how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you could be able to get up to my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability and concept create. Oh, what was it? Oh, cognate creation, worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner than you than this thing that has positioned himself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we can cast complementary shadows? We fit it together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes sense, but one thing is clear: she's coming for Colonel. If you don't watch out, Ashley really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here, but before things gets ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk off hunk if he needs. Turn to Miriam for your rest. Shit. Let's go with Miriam. Turn to Miriam as soon as you find her senses and looks back. This girl's friend in need of radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is someone threatening my friend? I will destroy them. That's some good energy right there. I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust. Vis up my skills. That's shift, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you're sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Paul is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis in their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in tension a moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed and boiled the potatoes onto a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor, as if your natural passion guided you through the steps. You know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy smothered your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be proud. Those look like some good mashed potatoes, I'm not gonna lie. I would eat those so much. Colonel Sanders holds a spork to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand there, holding the same spork. For that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with the Colonel. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling a sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripped mashed potatoes with gravy and realizes that it's delightful. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Paul. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, I'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Oh, okay. Can I have potatoes, face? What? Van rushes back over and covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal, glazed upon my special braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated in a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Well, if they're chef ancestors, why'd they make an axe? But okay. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite. And you all will look up. Oh, it's this weird student. Okay. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed, and it may have turned in the process. The result could be toxic. Too late. He's eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him. Oh god. Everyone step back, don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Oh god. Pop winches in pain for a moment, then almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsies. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moment. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment, and snaps everyone back into reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kind. Alrighty. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Saying that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. I feel so bad for that dude. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands on the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today? Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing! Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Paul? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, geez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world. Be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. He's still crying. Okay. I think that's just his aesthetic. Oh, Colonel Sanders is pissed off. Man, I'm actually getting distracted by this story. I'm supposed to be paying attention to detail here. I'm getting very distracted by Colonel Sanders' hotbot. I mean, what? Anyways, ever since that day, I've been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. Yeah, we can tell, buddy. We can tell. We should follow our dream with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Sir, this is Colonel fucking Sanders. Get out of here. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. Buddy, we can. I saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. What? The spork monster is here to fight a hero. What the hell? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fighting sequence. What? What will you do? Attack? So, okay, so never mind about what I said earlier, guys. We're playing Pokemon now, okay? We're back to being a Pokemon channel, everyone, okay? Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Attack? You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love. Won't forget this. Sport Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Sport Monster forced their mesh mind and draws an energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? We're going to defend this go-around. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening, this is not happening." Sport Monster is no quitter. Buffled up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Sport Monster uses utile tinsel. Okay, you take 2 damage. If you take much more damage, you're not going to be able to survive the battle. Alright, so I guess we're attacking again. Cook with love. Sport Monster's oozing cheese sauce into the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean this up. Feeling vulnerable, Sport Monster prepares for the ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot pie powered pinch. Pot pie power pinch does 10 damage. Sport Monster is defeated. You saved me, Colonel. An injured Sport Monster spews steam into the night. I don't know. You know what, we're gonna finish. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. Attack. Ready for your final attack? You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction! This game's too real! This game's too real! I'm okay! I'm okay! Sport Monster's completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks in awe. You continue to surprise me, Paul. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magical spells with a golden chicken on the cover of it. Bruh, if someone made this, I would buy it. I literally don't care. I would buy that. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name on it, signed out, was Borko. Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night holding the mysterious book in your hand. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home in your tired state. You don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. Bruh. This is a wild game. This is the best game I've ever played. I don't care. This is honestly the best game I've ever played. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there. Instructing your love dream. Oh, instructing your love dreams are so weird. What the fuck? Zzz. Oh, there's a ghost child! You're awake on day 2. An attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used blank. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Sport Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. I can't say anything. I'm trying to shag Colonel Sanders here. We got to talking after class, and he actually is a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in high school? He has white hair. Yeah, it's kind of obvious. Anyone who watches anime knows that. And he has glasses. No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at school he didn't even go to, and was able. It was also the convertible that he rode. What? Hold on. He didn't even go to, and also was the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Okay, sure. I think maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Yeah! Yeah, it kind of was. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with the new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student ever to attend University of Cooking School? The Academy of Learning? You think you haven't? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing. Definitely not cool. You are great. You had an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know the second ingredient too, which you discover on your own. Your Bessie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient. Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on a vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wondering, this can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powdered creation from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling overcame me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted. It's pot. It's definitely pot. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both shared an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use anyways. Please, 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 please. I know it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you, or from Colonel Sanders. We're gonna make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt, wow. Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing. You figure that you've satisfied her curiosity, and she'll move on. Actually, hold on. Because Eye of Newt, for those who don't know, actually is a name for a plant. So, give me 1 second, and I will pull it up. So, Eye of Newt is, come on, is folk name for mustard seed. So, what if that's actually one of his secret recipes? Is like, I'm serious, guys. Hold on, hear me out. I think we're on a thing. Okay, I think we're actually mustard seeds. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. It's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm, as she's definitely not texting secrets to other people, you interrupt. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Oh, yeah, oh, he's riding a fucking horse. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arrived at school. We're gonna be the most weeaboo fuck here, and we're gonna run up there. You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run up to him. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion, and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. However, your sudden movement surprised the horse and rears up, kicking you directly in the face. Oh! Oh! I guess I should have seen that. Ooh, Paul, I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end. Ooh, so you know it's serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is. And before he. What is his name? You suddenly awaken. Aw, jeez. You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He rouses you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Guys, I can't with this game. Seriously, this... Okay. Alright. Oh, we can lean in for a kiss. But we're going to compliment the craftsmanship of his horse's shoes. Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school. Maybe he shouldn't be running up to an animal you don't know. Oh, 2 animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. But one thing is for sure. That Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates a good craftsmanship anymore. Okay. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears in the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see that your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad. I don't know. That's not always bad. I once watched this show. Anywho's. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders. But he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer. Tell him to suck that. Yeah. Sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping and try to cover your tracks. And you try. I wish I could speak normal. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, you and the Emperor of Cooking, are you? Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if you ate it. I really gotta stick with one voice for this dude. Be the best chef in the world takes more than just the culinary skills. It takes creativity. It's like... it's taking... Panic? What? Panache. It takes panache. That's a word. Which I don't know. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. Duh. You finally get a look at what it is they were hiding. And you instantly recognize it. It's a book. Just like one of those you found in your encounter with Sport Monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately eyebrows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is the family heirloom. It contains contents are secret. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They've just popped pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him, and he's trying to catch them with his mouth. That sounds like how one of the places I used to work. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep! Clank must have been running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. Who do you think you are you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. Favorite character right here. Besides Colonel Sanders, you know. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me. But I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely, he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plans. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal a true start of the class day. He's painting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs were very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his track and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy! Down! What? What is that? Ah, for popping! That command's shouted by Colonel Sanders and snaps Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches a breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1777, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, is what a chicken who was first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Paul, naturally, this appears to you be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, a shimmering pepper, a dog biscuit. I don't know. We're gonna go with the dog biscuit. Example of his own culinary talents, perhaps you reach out for a win. Sprinkles jumps and bites onto your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left entire, and the entire class look in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it! Getting between a dog and his bone probably isn't the best choice. Game over. What?! Okay. Guess we're gonna try again. Okay. Alright. So, clearly we can't go with the dog biscuit. So we're gonna go with a glass of water. Hey, that was mine. That was my favorite. You owe me $6. And you've got excellent taste. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatric with these two is off the charts. Cool. We're gonna challenge them. Count me in. I have to wipe the tables with you two fools before I set my lunch down. Then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Paul. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is the lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense, you breathe a sigh of relief. At least it's not until we turn it in the timer! And then a huge light blast in your face, flashing the words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! I stand correct. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that can not be swept away. And then an original quote by me. In case anyone was wondering. I hope it's a message to lift you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now's my chance to shine. God. You know, she actually has some. Look at this, actually. I just now noticing it. Perfect. I bet you there's gonna be something on a certain site. I mean, what? I will defeat you myself. Alright. You had his chicken and you've made mashed potatoes and gravy in one day, and you feel like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Always will. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's wrong. Get your head in the game. Fuck. You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know what Colonel Sanders' recipe is exactly, but you have an idea. 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're heading in the right direction. Now that you've gotten some basic steps going, it's time to evaluate your craft. What state am I? Fuck. Fuck. Wait. Okay. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? What? Horrible time to start forgetting important things. Next question. You try to shut out the noise in the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. That's wrong! Oh. Alright. Game over. Gonna have to try again. Alright, here we go. 100 degrees Celsius. When it gets to rub my furry belly, let that entice to motivate you. You're gonna need a, yep, here we go, 11. Okay, tail waggles intensify. Base of Seb's going, elevate your car. Gratitude. Alright. Never take this opponent opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you. Okay. Deep beneath the... What? Next question. Try to shout out the noise. Blah, blah, blah. Silence. Alright. We're tasting your cooking. They will be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Paul. He's actually cheering on you? Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you make you totally... I'm sorry, him staring at me is making me forget. Except knowing that he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now you can think about it as Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a traditional... What were you thinking? Getting your mind back into the competition. Grr. You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! Oh my god! You know what? You should be... shouldn't be focused on the challenge. You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. Fuck. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicious baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasp. Oh, yikes! Bzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow application utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Or you might not have any hands, but Paul does, and a good chef needs to touch the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hands into the mix. You rescue the dough before it's overmixed. Paul, no! But you're not fast enough. And your hand gets stuck, immediately crushed by the quicking spinning beater. There's no way you'll... Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that easy way can turn out much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my teeth. Sweetheart, look at your hands. You simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am. The complete dish ready to serve. Surely that'll make me the winner by default. No, no. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Paul's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Oh damn, that actually looks good. Wonder what Gordon Ramsay thinks. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights. Taking you on a journey to a flavor that tastes good, and tells you a story of excellence. I was going to ask Paul to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, sturdy hands. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing ingredients hidden within. Is that a honeycomb? Okay. Inside, you'll find delicate fried cheese crochet atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, two-way tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Okay. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you, hee. As he places sauce covering fingers on his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks on his mustache. Internally, you feel rage. Put yourself... Nah. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not all to mention your crispy fried eyebrows, you run for the quad to be alone. Your hands are injured! You should probably go see a nurse! Beautiful weather feels like an insult inside of your storm rage. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decide to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an abstraction. Okay. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule herder. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight, and I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived for a while, anyhow. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy really used a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money could ever deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed focus, you could see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be stepping stones to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to an entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's Spork Monster. This Spork Rourke, this pork monster is here. Is anyone else feeling a bit deja vu? I'm sorry, Rourke, but I could have sworn I've already battled you last night. That's Rourke, my twin, and Rourke. I'm here to avenge them. Are you stronger than Borg? Well, we're twins, so not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. What do you ask? Girl Sanders smirk as he's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borg pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Paul's saying. Can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need to fight. It's just that I've got these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty food. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do. Inspiration strikes and you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this. You toss a biscuit into Gork's open mouth and he devours in one gulp. Delicious, you're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no. I was a chihuahua. Okay. But I was still a human at this school. Oh, I was still a student at this school. Until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. Baroque used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guilt. If you need me, don't fear, I'll be there. Ooh, shit. Oh. It sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Paul. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. He's always had a goatee. Camel. Alright. This is actually nice. How do I get a house like this? YouTubers, subscribe. I need a house like this today. Tomorrow even. No, you know what? Better yet, I need it yesterday. Anyways. Looks like you've lived such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Oh, wait. Every day can be adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavor and texture. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish might be describing. I meant to pair it with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret? We're gonna go ahead and reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in headfirst. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Shredded cabbage just glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna say this as politely as I can. Fuck coleslaw. Magnificent! Together you chow on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Oh, I hope he comes back in lingerie. Oh, you realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item, though. Take a closer look at the urn sitting nearby. There's a plaque on it, dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can remain the... Here lie the ashes of my past careers and business failures. Oh! Secret recipe. What number is important to the 11? It seems to dawn you. As soon as you dial 111111, safe opens inside a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? I guess. Let's see here. Lock of silver hair is woven through the tea. That's more than a lock. Sir, are you going bald? Realize that the hair isn't silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Oh! Okay. Notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the counter table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't real. It is real. Oh, taxidermy. Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note is clipped on the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." You gaze at the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. And just then, a ghost of students pops up. "Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death?" Wait, what? I've never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you tell? Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window and a crack in the ghost's student is swept out with a breeze. Jesus. One of the frame's photos shows an old man. He looks a bit like Colonel Sanders, standing with a friend. They hold a old fried chicken drumstick and appear to be cheering them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Petey is. Pete, yeah. Photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of the secret herbs and spices. An adorable little baby crawled across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure it must be Colonel Sanders himself. Or maybe it's the drumstick that seems to be waving around. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same person who would make their own face a logo of a company they founded. Am I right? Is this gravy scented? A scented candle. You pick it up, try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Pieces of wood floating in the lake? Summer of '69? Ha, nice. No, it's one of those secret recipe ingredients. It's... Alright. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you. It's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug. Breathe in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is, and is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. Man. Fess up, tell the truth. We're gonna make our big move. Whoa, this isn't that kind of game. Not that we're blaming you for trying. Alright, here we go. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots closer to the fireplace. It's warmed by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving so fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to do or what you're going to cook. You should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Paul? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Alright, you wake to a beautiful morning. It's Colonel Sanders. Oh, okay, so that's going to continue even though we skipped forward. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. Meticulous, there we go. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could it be the world's greatest gift is cookery? Flatter him. You know, I think we make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes as he glazes out of the world. And with the right business partner, I know we can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. It's still one more day of school after all. University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But that's... It turns out you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but... You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know a little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as this... Oh. Yeah, because of... Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her your whole story, however, bottling up details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection? Wowzers. Miriam's offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact, because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person in the school. There is that house. Oh, there's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides at school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Paul. So just say I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you winch with pain. Doesn't look like you can go cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrived just as it appeared things were close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he seems that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Paul, how's your hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in the fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail, winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was declared, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavors of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Paul. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you should tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine cooking. See you inside, Paul. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad and see some to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book and you recovered yesterday. Wait a minute. You didn't recover it yesterday. It was 2 days ago. Continuity error. Whoa, is that the book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found laying around. It would appear that be some sort of Gnor? I don't know. But I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Oh, grimoire. Duh. A grimoire, like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page you cover with the arcane writing. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use a spell here. It says that it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on my upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times calls for desperate measures. You get a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and you're pretty good excuse to try it out. No, we're not going to do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Dogs can be impressive, especially Sprinkles. Let's see what happens. He must be hungry. Old homework to give him as a snack. Okay. Yeah. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles up the sheet like it's a piece of fried chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My, Paul. Were you studying something with cinnamon? I've been sitting on a lecture series about the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for reminding me. Dole out this inspiration, bit of wisdom, you see. But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the classroom. I told you to save it for after class! You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joanne. J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Bzz, or then take Jeff and Joanne with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of his gaps. in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his track. Bzz, bzz. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Oh, considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where he got it from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we must be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a prep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad. I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even her source of frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this is, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna settle up with Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off on sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle on the first someone to show a little interest, anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I really should review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup, and I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you were prep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decide to head up to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, this supposed man, and his eviler counterpart Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Paul's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your crime session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Paul, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. Pot pies begin to bake. The smells slowly filling the space around you. Visualization, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it costs you a cook-off. You decided it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick when the oven timer goes off behind you. Alright. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more visualization. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's oddly specific distance, but you expected nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something. Oh no, it's burning. No, I can smell that it was made with the heaping help of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. Moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays the ground rules. There are no rules, that's it. Except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Von and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam and her giant, magnificent glass of several sets of tweezers, she definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster. I don't know. Von flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Ew. Let's rock and roll. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personalized spatula. Even Clank gives us it for 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clink learn to speak English? It's the singularity we're foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. South, that's right. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own. You're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it is almost certain evil? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he's giving you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Paul. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Paul, since we were little kids, because you're my best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's a secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and that the ingredient was made up, and where in the world she got I knew. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster! Steve? Wait, what happened to Gork? You're not here to battle me, are you? These Spork Monsters are many. I think Gork had the day off. Oh my god. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd rather say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids in your culinary school really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. You mind? Yeah, Steve. What the fuck? Steve, the Spork Monster, notices that you've gotten Grimoire stash. Wait, what? Oh, the Grimoire. I don't know why that word's hard for me. Grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to, huh? Cross something magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Oh yeah, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually, you know. When I was just a little sport pup back in the old country, you can feel Spork Monster winding up tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems that it's likely probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactic class, and when I woke up, you tossed a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck! Alright, extra power. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for Mom Spaghetti. Yes, Pa, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. My power you'd been summoning immediately fades back. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been prepared their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground, energy coursing through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything except turn back time, which is what would be super useful because while you were powering up, the chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Don't worry, dear Palm. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is a mac and cheese, and time is almost up. You're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. But there are no rules. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel, revealing the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we could combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that only can come from one student. Hee hee, I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When did someone ask for a wedgie? When someone asked for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge. See how he didn't cook anything? I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks, clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word beep or other onomatopoeia? I don't fucking know. But there's none. Somehow he got Okay, so this is terrible. Okay, somehow must have gotten... Wow, this is terrible spelling. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, is so delicate. It's a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue drip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of these dogs who doesn't floss. I even have really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Okay. Fine. I'll enjoy it all for myself. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A plus. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Paul, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smothered egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof! Please, be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes in all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back and his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to this thing. I can't eat this if TV cooking my tongue. Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount sympathy. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog. And I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rose water syrup, topped with French margarine and connected by sugar glass. That's actually kind of cool. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and is meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ear or something, Paul? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition. At a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were going to have to have an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to college of eating school for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you're absolutely insistent, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If the class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. 2 chefs? What begins as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Bruh, that looks good, and I want it now. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you've given me this thing, and completely blown me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It is so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnificent fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There are supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could there be better than this one? Now that this school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog in the house! Oh, woo woo! You know that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog nutritious? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone's together, it's the sport monster, and he's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the sport monster is no more. From here on out, I'd prefer everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Students try to finish what he said, but everyone is too warped up talking to sport. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know, she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but prepared apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop the dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete in the final exam, except your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wig on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of okay, whatever. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking electrical hissing. It's Clank, who's arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing that talking thing. I am Clank. I am not one of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figure out who you are, Clank. You were blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Ooh. Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in history of chicken and man, but now I'm reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Paul, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, a few degrees from the University of Cooking School, Academy of Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Paul. How sweet. We'll work together and play together? Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I was thinking this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at the school, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with this other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school. Oh, my dear Paul, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually, and along the way, you'll have me by your side. Okay. So, that's it. That's the end of the game. And, alrighty. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I mean, I don't know if there's extra endings, but, anywho's, yeah, that was it. That was the game. So, I mean, there really wasn't much dating, but we tried. But anyways, y'all, we'll be back at it again here soon with more Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green playthroughs and soon-to-be Pokemon Coliseum walkthroughs. So if you could, definitely press a like and subscribe. Helps the channel out. Definitely want to grow some more. I definitely love to do more stuff like this. If you guys have any other suggestions, and I know this is a long video, so if you managed to watch this entire thing, thank you so much. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on what game I should do, you know, like this for the occasional really long video, please let me know. Definitely hit it in the comments. Any suggestions, I'm game to, as long as I can actually post it to YouTube. You know, nothing of the wink, wink, nudge, nudge type, you know, that will get me banned. So, anyways, if you got a recommendation, let me know. Hit it in the comments. I'll definitely be checking them out. So, alright, y'all. You have a good one. Peace.